Hello guys, I'm here to review this game Sunrisers vs Royal Challengers Bangalore. We're at the end of the league stage almost, and I would like to review this game because Sunrisers is one of my favorite teams and they lost this game foolishly by some silly mistakes. I would like to underline what they are and what Sunrisers could have done better. Now starting with the batting order. Now you look at this. Kane Williamson bats at number 4. Martin Guptill opens the innings. Yes, Martin Guptill always opens the innings, and if there is anyone who can bat in the middle order, that is Kane Williamson, but that is in the one-day internationals, not in T20s. Kane Williamson is not a power hitter, okay? There are people who might say that. Look at this. Martin Guptill says in press meet that Kane Williamson can bat anywhere in the top 6. That is nonsense. Uh, Kane Williamson doesn't have that power game. He can't hit those powerful shots. That was evident in today's game. He was striking at 110 or 115 even when his score was around 45 or 50. He scored 20 runs in the last over, guys, almost. So take out that 20 and he'd be batting at around 50 of some 38 or 39 deliveries. That is slow, 50 of 38 or 39 and 40 deliveries. That is slow on Chinnaswamy Stadium. Maybe not in other stadiums, but definitely slow on Chinnaswamy stadiums. So what other mistake they did? They should have really played Kane Williamson up the order, open the innings. Kane Williamson is a master at piercing gaps. He's a test cricketer, guys, and he can pierce those gaps. He's really good at driving. He's one of the best batsmen. And Martin Guptill should have batted at number 4. Martin Guptill is stronger. He's bigger. Okay, he can hit big shots at the end. Not Kane Williamson. Kane Williamson is 1.73 meters, which is roughly 5'8", and Martin Guptill is 1.88 meters, which is like 6'2", almost. So Martin Guptill is 6 inches or half a foot taller than Kane Williamson. He is stronger, and obviously the guy has broader shoulders like this. He's really powerful. There is power in his game. Okay, not Kane Williamson. You should be a little flexible. It might be hard to imagine Martin Guptill playing at number 4, but you have to be a little flexible, especially when you don't have a good hitter in your middle order, a reliable hitter in your middle order. You gotta make some sacrifices, right? Make Martin Guptill bat at number 4 and Kane Williamson at number 2. That is one thing, and there are a couple of other things that I would like to share with you, and that is the bowling lines to Shimron Hetmeyer. That was actually really baffling. Shimron Hetmeyer, he doesn't really enjoy hitting balls outside the off stump. And if we go to wagon wheel, let me make this okay. Rashid Khan versus Shimron Hetmeyer. This is the wagon wheel, guys. Now look at that. He hit 4 sixes of Rashid Khan. This was a pull. This was a pull. This was another pull. So Shimron Hetmeyer had already hit 3 sixes of Rashid Khan, and Rashid Khan fails to learn from that. He actually learned from that. He's a good bowler, but he learned it real slow. Now you look at these sixes. This is Rashid Khan's 6. Rashid Khan conceding a 6 of Shimron Hetmeyer. Shimron Hetmeyer pulling Rashid Khan over mid wicket. Shimron Hetmeyer pulling Rashid Khan. Shimron Hetmeyer pulling Rashid Khan again. This one. And now in the last over, look what Rashid Khan does. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 18 runs needed of 16 deliveries. We still had a bit of chance there. Rashid Khan, he comes around the wicket, which means the angle is very comfortable for Shimron Hetmeyer to hit it over the mid wicket. Why would he do that? Shimron Hetmeyer had already pulled him thrice before in that game, and he also drops it short, making it even more comfortable for Shimron Hetmeyer to pull it yet again. Look at that, look at that, look how short that was, and look how that was angling into him because he's bowling around the wicket. And Shimron Hetmeyer nicely hitting for another 6.
Easily done.
And now, because of that, the required net comes down below run a ball.
He's just
And
enjoyed
it's
batting
ball
against
in the division of the
Rashid
side.
Khan.
But the good thing about Rashid Khan is that he learned his lesson, and you see what he does. You will understand how to bowl to Shimron Hetmeyer after this. He bowls it outside off stump now. He bowls it way outside. Look at that. Shimron Hetmeyer really had to reach for that, which means he's playing the shot so far away from his body. The point of contact between the bat and ball is so far away from his bat that he has no power and no control. And look at Shimron Hetmeyer. He was a mile off his stumps. You know, his momentum was on to his onside. He was running onto his leg side, and he was trying to hit it on the offside. Obviously, that is very, very clear from this example that he doesn't really enjoy hitting on the offside. There is no power. Okay, his weight is on the leg side. He's trying to hit it onto the offside, and that is exactly
on so many occasions.
why Shimron Hetmeyer gets caught. He gets caught on the boundary line. That's how you bowl to Shimron Hetmeyer. Okay, you don't bowl to him on the stumps or anywhere near the stumps. He will take you for a ride if you do so. And look, another reason why Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is one of the wisest bowlers in the world cricket at the moment is this. He produces an opportunity.
Yusuf Pathan, 2 misfields in the over. How costly.
In 15th over. Look at that. Look where he bowled that. That would have been a wide had Shimron Hetmeyer left that. He bowled it way outside off stump. He knew that Shimron Hetmeyer had already pulled him once before in that over. He bowled it outside off stump, and as a result of that, Shimron Hetmeyer once again was in no position to clear the infield, was in no position to hit that shot. And because of that, he just ended up tamely lobbing that ball into the air, and our veteran player Yusuf Pathan, he missed that catch. Things would have been much different had Shimron Hetmeyer been caught. Unfortunately, Yusuf Pathan ruined the game and possibly ruined the playoff chance for us. And there are more things I want you to know, and that is another trajectory viewer. Now, over number 20. Ridiculous. Bangalore needed 6 runs of 6 balls. Umesh Yadav was on strike. There were absolutely no fielders on the boundary on the offside. The outfield was absolutely empty on the offside. So where would you as a bowler bowl to a batsman? Somewhere around off stump or middle stump, somewhere on the legs. But where did one of the most experienced bowlers in T20 format bowl to Umesh Yadav? He bowled it outside the off stump. This is the trajectory of those 2 deliveries Mohammad Nabi bowled to Umesh Yadav when there were absolutely no fielders outside the off stump, outside the ring on the offside. Now that is a suicide. That is the dumbest thing you could do. Actually, the decision itself was wrong to bowl Mohammad Nabi in for the last over, because he's a spinner, guys. He might be one of the best spinners, but he's still a spinner. Okay, and when you only need 6 runs of the last over, one big hit, the game is over. And they should have really gone for Vijay Shankar. I know Vijay Shankar is not a good bowler, but he's at least a seamer. Okay, he could have tried bowling wide Yorkers and stuff like that, or something else. But bowling a spinner is a suicide. And you would have known what happened in the super over a couple of nights ago versus Mumbai Indians. Sunrisers actually chose Rashid Khan to bowl the super over. They knew that it was Hardik Pandya and Kieron Pollard in the crease waiting to face the bowler in the super over. Both of them really good hitters of spinners. Kieron Pollard doesn't even need to hit the spinners. If he touches the ball with his bat, then the ball flies into the stands. And yet they went for a spinner. They should have really gone for Bhuvi. He's much wiser.
Get another one. He'll get another one. Sure. Who wants this? It's Rashid, is it? No, Manish Pandey, sorry. Manish Pandey takes the catch.
Mohammad Nabi has no fielders outside the ring on the off stump. 6 runs, 6 balls. You can see that here. And yet he bowls it way outside off stump. And Umesh Yadav, he hits it nicely. Look at that. Absolutely no one outside the ring.
Gets it behind point. He'll get 4 here. Umesh Yadav, he owes them a few. He'll get a few.
You can see it's boundary, and this is the second ball, almost an exactly a Xerox copy, a carbon copy. Another ball outside the off stump, another ball wide outside the off stump, when there is absolutely no one on the boundary line. Why would you do that as a bowler? Look, absolutely no one at deep third man, no one at deep point, no one at deep cover or deep extra cover. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Mohammad Nabi? You're one of the most experienced T20 players. He's also wise enough, and that is another disastrous performance. Now, what happens when you bowl like that is that, Umesh Yadav, obviously his first performance will be to put Colin de Granholm back on strike. Colin de Granholm is a good one striker, and he's the hitter. Now, when you bowl outside off stump, what happens is that he's not threatened anymore about his wicket. He's not going to lose his wicket, guys. If you bowl it somewhere around the stumps, then he would just knock it around for a single. But if you bowl it in the slot, and mind you, that was in the slot, that was not short, that was not full, that was right under the bat, right in the slot to be hit. When you bowl it so outside off stump, he knows that he's not going to get bowled. He knows that he's not going to get leg before. He knows that if he can just manage to pierce the infield with his power, he'll get 4 runs. And he did get 4 runs. He threw the kitchen sink at it. Now, he wouldn't have played a shot that powerful if the ball was on his stumps. He would have been a little threatened by that. If the ball had been on his stumps, he would have just touched it or just patted it down the pitch and tried for a single and tried to get Colin de Granholm back on strike. Maybe when the ball is on the stumps, when he tries to play across the line for a single, maybe he could have been bowled out. Maybe he could have been LBW or something else. Who knows? It was a sin to bowl a ball like that. And that's it. I still have a lot of things to tell to you, but I guess this video is already long enough, guys. So let's just wrap it up for today. And let me just hope that Knight Riders lose tomorrow to Mumbai Indians and Sunrisers eventually make the playoffs.